Hello, Conquerors! My name is Melissa DeYoung, and I educate and empower people to conquer their illnesses and conquer life. So I was thinking back to some of the first videos I'd done, just talking about the power of gratitude and appreciation and how that can really help us to go from a state of just getting from a negative state to a more positive state and start to get to a place where we can be more productive and more engaged and back wanting to engage in life, right? But I found myself in that state, just over a week ago, where I was really struggling and I was trying to get grateful. I was trying to use all the tools in my toolbox, and it's like everything I would try to do, I felt like there's so much resistance was making things worse. And then I realized I hadn't been taking my vitamin D. So I want to share with you today the benefits of vitamin D and some of the great ways we can get vitamin D, perhaps that you didn't know before. So one of the best ways to get vitamin D is good old sunlight. I know a lot of people, when they get down in the dumps, and I'm no different, we tend to hide out in the darkness. We want to drape the curtains closed and just stay in that ick, I suppose you could say. And that doesn't serve us. So the quickest and easiest way, open up those drapes, get that sunlight in, get it flowing. But did you know that we actually need direct sunlight on our skin without sunscreen to really get the benefits of the vitamin D? But we're told, don't go outside without sunscreen. You don't want to get a sunburn. You don't want to damage your skin. Don't want to get wrinkles. But so how are we supposed to go out there and help get that vitamin D? So the best way to do that is actually within the first hour after sunrise. The UV index is typically below 1, which is safer for your skin and is a good time to get as much sunlight on as much skin as possible. I don't recommend going out there in your skivvies or less. Your neighbors might not appreciate that, but shorts, t-shirt, whatever you can. Maybe not in the dead of winter, but it's getting nicer. Yeah, get out there. On that note, it's getting nicer out. And as the summer progresses, the sun's getting earlier and earlier rising in the morning. And not many people want to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. to go soaking up the sun. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm definitely not on that train of trying to get up super early for that purpose. I have other goals I want to accomplish. And maybe you like sleeping in. That's okay. So there's other ways. So open up those curtains, but also look at ways to get more vitamin D in your diet. You can include salmon and other vegetables and fruits in your diet. You can also do things like take a vitamin D supplement, which is what I do. Simple, it's easy. And I always find after a day or two of taking it, I am starting to see myself naturally feel better, which always makes me happy. And then getting grateful and the appreciation just boosts that even more. So some other benefits to vitamin D, actually, I didn't even know this. So in addition to reducing depression and anxiety, it can help boost weight loss. So when paired with calcium, it acts as a bit of an appetite suppressant. That's a bonus. The other benefit to vitamin D and calcium together is it can strengthen, keeps your bones strong, and helps to prevent osteoporosis. Now, if you are on prednisone or been on lots of medications in the past, there's a good chance that your bones are starting to be affected, especially with prednisone. So getting that vitamin D and that calcium is super important. When I was 20 years old, I had been on prednisone, for 2 years. And they sent me for a bone mineral density scan. And lo and behold, turns out that in my 20s, I was showing signs of bone loss. Needless to say, I need to take care of that. So I do. I really do advocate calcium and vitamin D. Another benefit is it can reduce the risk of developing MS, can help reduce the risk of developing heart disease, which blew my mind. I know 2 people, one in their late 30s, one in their early 40s, who had severe heart attacks. Thank God they're both okay. I'm so grateful they're with their families. But I had no idea that vitamin D could actually help potentially prevent that. Who knew, right? So why not be proactive? And then, it can also help help reduce your risk of developing the flu. And what's really cool is, in light of everything, recent studies have shown that vitamin D can help to reduce the severity of COVID-19 symptoms. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? So why not get a little more vitamin D, right? Now, I get this is new, so I just want to say I did see that on Fox News. I also looked that up on healthline.com, as well as on clinicaltrials.gov, which is ran by the U.S. National Library of Medicine. So the studies are showing promising side effects for vitamin D. So why not get that into your diet more, right? So as with anything, I'm not saying this is to replace your current medications in any way. Do speak with your doctor before making any big changes if you're concerned about any impact that could have on with your medications. But it's definitely something worth looking into. It's a really easy way to give yourself a whole lot of health benefits, psychologically and physically, with as simple as, changing up your diet a little bit. So, thank you so much for your time and for watching this video. I want to know what you want to know more about. So if there's a topic that you're wondering about, those questions you have, drop them below. Leave a comment. Let me know, all right? As always, hope you're well, conquerors. Let's do this.